तर्जुमान दफ्तर ख़ारजा शफकत अली खान इस वक्त हफ्तावार ब्रीफिंग दे रहे हैं।
On 7th May 2025, it is deeply regrettable that India's actions set a dangerous precedent for unilateral aggression, pushing the entire region to the brink of a disaster. Our armed forces were fully prepared and responded decisively, shooting down 6 Indian Air Force fighter aircrafts. The Pakistan Air Force acted strictly in accordance with its mandate to target Indian aircraft that either violated Pakistan's airspace or discharged their payload against Pakistani territory. In light of India's unrelenting aggression, Pakistan was compelled to exercise its right to self-defense under Article 51 of the UN Charter to safeguard its sovereignty and territorial integrity. Accordingly, in the early hours of 10th May 2025, we launched Operation Bunyan Marsoos. Our response was measured, proportionate, and strictly targeted military installations. Pakistan's decisive success in neutralizing Indian fighter jets, drones, and military targets is now an undeniable and widely recognized fact that cannot be obscured by misinformation or propaganda. The objective of our action was clear: to demonstrate Pakistan's resolve, capability, and inherent right to defend its territory and people. Pakistan's effective counterstrikes have reinforced the credibility of its deterrence and dispelled any illusions of India's conventional superiority or its ambitions to impose hegemony in the region. While India propagates the notion of establishing a new normal in bilateral relations, our restrained response has reaffirmed that only acceptable norm is respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity. The recent announcement of a Pakistan-India ceasefire is a positive development. We urge India to adhere faithfully to its implementation. We once again appreciate the constructive role played by friendly countries in facilitating the ceasefire. We also reiterate our support for President Trump's announcement on engaging with Pakistan and India to seek a resolution to the Jammu and Kashmir dispute. Let me clarify, the ceasefire was achieved through facilitation of several friendly nations. Against this backdrop, India's portrayal of Pakistan as acting out of despair and frustration is entirely baseless. The facts speak for themselves. I would like to highlight that Directors General of Military Operations of Pakistan and India have maintained periodic contacts since 10th May 2025. Both sides have agreed on a structured mechanism for phased de-escalation. As a goodwill gesture, Pakistan handed over an Indian Border Security Force constable on 14th May 2025. In return, India released a sepoy of Pakistan Rangers. At a time when international community is actively promoting regional peace and stability, India's rhetoric reflects a persistent tendency to distort facts, justify aggression, and cast unwarranted aspersions on Pakistan's nuclear assets. In contrast, Pakistan as a responsible state remains committed to the ceasefire and to taking necessary steps towards de-escalation and regional stability. Given India's belligerent posture, we call upon our international partners to ensure that India honors its commitments and refrains from further aggression. Should India resume hostilities, Pakistan will have no choice but to respond. In this era, peace is the true strength. The world is not served by theatrical militarism and grandstanding, but by mature leadership, regional cooperation, and respect for international norms. Pakistan is a sovereign nation with resilient institutions, a committed populace, and a globally recognized role in maintaining peace and security. Our commitment to peace must never be mistaken for weakness. Any future aggression will also be met with full resolve. We hope India will prioritize regional stability and the well-being of its citizens over narrow, politically motivated jingoism. In conclusion, Pakistan firmly believes in peaceful coexistence. We prioritize dialogue and diplomacy over conflict and confrontation. We have consistently advocated for meaningful engagement and result-oriented dialogue to resolve all outstanding issues, including the core dispute of Jammu and Kashmir. A just and peaceful settlement of these disputes remains indispensable for lasting peace in South Asia. I thank you, sir, and the floor is open for questions now. Ji, sir.